See him a beast when he hear that sound like yeah, beat on the beat when he hear that sound like woo. Yeah, bitch and the champ only need one round like yeah, me, I'm a G bring heat in the sound like
Fighting at Attitude Fights 28 this Saturday, September 16th. Friend of the Scrap News, Donovan the Highlight Reel Beard. Don,
Yes, sir.
how we doing, man? Happy fight week.
Man, thank you for having me, my good friend Jay. Hell, it's always a pleasure to come on the show and talk to you and everything and share the news about what's going on. So I'm ready to get it going whenever you are, brother.
Hell yeah, man. And Scrap News loves you, man. People love you there. And we all enjoy watching you fight. And it's fight week, so we got some stuff to talk about. But you weight cutting? Because you're definitely looking a little cut there, man.
Yeah, man. 176 and a half right now.
Okay, so not too bad, right?
No, I'm still good, still strong, lean and mean, ready to go.
You never miss weight, right? You ever miss weight before?
Well, I will say one time because it was a catch weight. Well, I asked for a catch weight.
It doesn't really count.
Yeah. And that was whenever I tried to first go to 170.
But now you got it down. It's no problem.
I got it down.
And word on the street is you're going to have the Scrap News either on your booty or on your crotch, front and center as a logo on your fight shorts. Is this true?
You damn right it is.
Love it, man. Love it.
Yeah, man. I got to represent for the home team and for the squad that's been around since day one. And hell, you've been around for a good while, so I always find it real well to represent for the team, you know.
My man. And you don't know Joey, who runs the show over there, but he's fantastic, dude. That whole Scrap News team is great. So we love talking to you, and we appreciate you repping us on the fight shorts because it's going to be a hell of a scrap, man. This is your first fight with Attitude, and you're the co-main event. So, like, how's that feel to already be such a big name in that promotion?
I had fought for that promotion before as an amateur, but never professional. So this is going to feel real
2019,
good.
damn.
Yeah.
You had a lot of fights in 4 years. Jesus Christ, man. But yeah, dude, co-main event. Why Attitude again? How did that come about? Because obviously you were just with Cage Fury as their champion. So
Yeah.
how did that departure happen?
Well, I was just scrolling on Facebook one day and looking for a fight because after that last fight I had, you know how that go. Want to get it back with somebody, whoever. Had some opponents. They bailed. And I was scrolling on Facebook and I seen they had the opportunity at 170, and my coach was always, you need to go to 170. You're not cutting weight. So I just said, forget it. Let's see if he goes with this promotion at this weight. And I sent it to him, and he was like, shit, let's do it. Okay, let's do it then. So he hit up the guy, and here we are now.
Awesome, man. And something that I've noticed when I was preparing this interview is it's actually been over a year since your last win inside of the octagon. And that's the longest stretch it's been throughout your whole career. So, like, do you feel like this card coming up is almost like an opportunity to, I don't know, like have like a little career reset, so to speak? Like, are you viewing it like that at all?
To a certain degree. Like, I'm in a new training camp, new gym and everything, new atmosphere. Everything is just fresh and new, you know? So it's one of those second chance type of deals. But I'm not starting all the way over. I'm starting with experience, you know?
Yeah, man. And like how hungry are you to get a win? Because I know it's fighting. It's not like a basketball game, right? Like every fight is seemingly life or death in there, and it certainly has physical repercussions at times. So it always is very important to get a win. But just without having one for over a year, longest time in your career, like what has that done to your motivation and hunger to get another win?
Man, it made me starving like I am right now. Like, dog, you don't even know. Like, to be so close where I was a year ago to now, oh man, I know for a fact it's destined for me to be there. I just got to make it happen at this point. I got to show why I belong there and show why I've always belonged there.
So are you looking at this win as kind of like the start to your, I don't know, 2024 campaign where you work to get back to Contender Series or just a short notice or UFC opportunity in general?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
Just another man in the way that needs to move.
and you're still at Genesis with the De La Rosas, correct?
Yeah.
And this is your second fight camp with them, right? So like, does it feel a little bit more like home? Like, how's camp been?
It's camp. I mean, it's like any other camp, you know what I mean? It is my second camp with them, but it has been good. No injuries again. This is another great thing. Training partners, they give me solid work, and I've been getting solid work with them since I've been there. So I just want to see how well I'm gonna show out. You know, I have a little bit more of a freedom, if that makes sense, to be myself. If that,
Like,
like,
what
how can I explain it? Like, I put it like this: like my old gym was more focused on fundamentals and being basic. With this gym, it's more of a fundamental, basic, but show me what you know and do what you love. You know, like go out there and fight.
like improve your craft?
Yeah.
That's good, man. Because it's the technical gyms where it's like, nah, you got to do it my way or the highway. It just doesn't work most of the time. So that's good. You're getting the freedom, and just name drop some of the training partners. Anybody new from last time? Any like unique looks or anything?
Well, I got my boy Malik Hard Knock Lewis fighting in Contender Series tomorrow. Shout out to my
That
guy.
is tomorrow. Holy shit.
That is tomorrow.
Okay, Malik.
And, my guy, who else is up there? Oh, he's out there with him, Colton Loud. He just came off a big win. He 5-0 and undefeated right now. 125er, solid dude, real solid. Who else I got out there? I got Amadeo Cristiano. He's a professional Muay Thai fighter with over 80 fights. Chris Vereen, he's undefeated, 9-0. He's a peak fightings champion. Yoel Gooseman. Let's see who else. Dang.
I'm sorry, I put you on the spot.
I can't remember his last name, but he knows who I'm talking about whenever I say his name.
Bro, I don't know any of my training partners' last names.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Fernando Panchito. That's my dog.
Love it, man. Just straight killers in that gym, and we know how good the De La Rosas are. So awesome to hear that camp's been good. And who's going to be coming with you to be in the corner?
Mark De La Rosa and Kendrick Williams.
And no one else from your gyms on the card, right?
Austin Colada, he's on there with me.
Okay, that's cool. A little double trouble.
Yeah.
And taking on Trey Manley, 4-1. What are your thoughts on him as an opponent? I certainly not like not lesser caliber, but his experience is in some smaller promotions compared to your last two fights. So how are you feeling about this one?
I'm just trying to get him out the way and get another finish and knock him down like I plan on knocking everybody else down and get in my way of my dream. He's just another guy.
I mean, he hasn't fought in over a year. Do you believe in ring rust at all? You think that'll be relevant for him?
To a certain degree, I do. And to a certain point, it's either in you or it's on you. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see who has it in them rather than who has it on them.
Well, I mean, just looking at your guys' experience, I mean, your record is much more impressive. I mean, even though it's been a rough year on the record, the experience you've gotten in there I imagine it's going to carry you extremely far in this fight and for the rest of the career. Have you watched anything on him at all? Like, have you looked at any tape at all?
From what I've seen, he's a decent counter striker. I think that he prefers to stand up. He don't really do too much wrestling, but I feel like he's gonna do a little bit more wrestling because of the reach advantage that I have over him and the height advantage. But who's to know? You know, he might want to stand and trade with me, which I would welcome very much.
Which would you like? What are you more hungry for, a knockout or a submission?
I've gotten submissions before. I want to knock somebody clean out. Like I ain't never done that before, to be honest. I've TKO'd people and hit people to a point where the referee was just like, "No, don't hit him no more." I want to hit that fool so hard. I'll be trying to hit him again, and the referee's like, "No, he's dead. No." Like,
So,
that's what I want. But if it don't happen with him, I'm cool with it. But if it does, you gonna see how crazy I'm gonna celebrate it.
do you have any sort of prediction? Do you think it's going to go down that way?
I just feel like if I do everything right, it'll happen that way. But if I make a mistake, which I will fix after the fact I made it, then it could happen. But I'm keeping my spirits high for it. But I'm not gonna expect it.
And after this win, man, what's next for you? Like more so immediately, are you looking at another fight, maybe for a belt and attitude? If PFL, CFFC reached out, would you entertain that, or are you really hoping for a UFC fight? Like, what do you think your next fight's going to be?
Well, this is a fight for a number one contender spot for the belt
Right.
because the main event is for their championship belt at welterweight. So out of that winner, I'll be facing them. And hopefully after this win, I can get back to where I was and get back to where I started. But if not, I'll just take that belt and go about the same course.
And is UFC still like top of your list? Like, I gotta be there, or is because PFL, man, they're buying Bellator, they're paying fighters really well, they're getting a lot of attention. Is that something that interests you too?
Yeah, I thought about PFL myself, to be honest, because I seen those $1 million checks that they be getting at the end of the fights for them tournaments, and I'm like, shoot.
I mean, even like contracts are apparently very good for starting fighters. I know UFC is like a 12-12. Apparently PFL is like 18-18. So
Look, whoever is paying, I'm staying. That's how I feel.
and at this point in your career, what's more important to you, like legacy and belts or money?
Like, for me, at first it was about the money, but then I realized the money is always going to be there. I want my legacy to be cemented in my hometown and everywhere that I train or fought or fight for, to let everybody know that that guy was a tough SOB. He didn't take crap from nobody. He kept it real, real genuine, dependable, all that good stuff. I just want to make sure that everybody who knows me or knows about me knows that I'm a solid individual.
I'll speak on that. I agree, brother. 100%. You don't need to prove anything more for me, but I feel you, man. I feel you why that's important to you. And if God willing, everything stays healthy, everything goes well, barring any injuries, how quick of a turnaround would you like? When do you want to get back in there after this one?
Man, it's September. Shoot, I'll take October, November, whatever. Shoot, December. Man, whenever I first started, I would literally, especially in my amateur days, I was fighting damn near every month or every
Oh,
other
yeah.
month. And then whenever I became a pro, my quickest turnaround was in 2 weeks
That's nuts, man.
after a 3-round fight.
Yeah.
So I'm about it. I'm ready to go. Like if I'm not hurt and I'm able-bodied, let's run it.
Dude, 2020, you had no, well, actually, it gets crazier than that. This stretch of yours, your amateur stretch is just crazy, man. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fights in the span of what, like 17 months, 16 months? It's wild.
It would have been more, or it would have been more if it had been for COVID, and I probably would have turned pro right after that.
Yeah, you're a busy man,
But
dude.
after that loss I had in Louisiana, COVID happened. Then I had went for a fight in Oklahoma and won that belt during COVID, and then I went pro.
Yeah, you're a busy man in there, dude. It's impressive as hell, to be honest with you. And just talking about what's next, you kind of mentioned it. You want that rematch with Greg Ellis? He just lost to Dawkins, and that was a tough fight, man, because that last round you were on. Like if that was an unlimited time fight, it would have been yours 100%. So do you want that rematch someday?
At first I did,
Yeah.
but after thinking about it and how it went down and how I had let my own self down in my own mind, nah. Because the way I looked at it, he showed me his heart the same way I showed mine. Well, I tried to show mine. Like he fought me with a broken hand. He broke that hand. He broke his right hand in the first round.
Yeah.
And he still fought me. And that showed great amount of character to me. I respect the guy all the way. But I will say this. If there was a fifth round in that fight, I know for a fact I would have won. I was not that tired. I was good.
You were wearing on him.
Like, man, I just keep thinking, I was just like, man, I hope I at least tied it up or something. But it is what it is, you know. Shit happens for a reason.
Yeah, man, it was. I hate watching my friends fucking lose, dude. Come on, Don. Makes me sad. I was like, no, I want the fifth. I don't love how CFFC does that. I love CFFC. I don't love how they do 4-round title fights and a fifth if it's needed. It should be 5 rounds.
That's what I trained for. Even when I had the first title fight, I trained for 5 rounds. And I was hoping if it was gonna if we had a 4th round, it was gonna be a sudden death. But hey.
I mean, I'm good friends with Kyle Dawkins. I was watching the fight with his teammates and very happy he won. But man, a 5th round in that fight would have been very interesting because Greg was starting to turn it around. You were starting to turn it around in your fight. I mean, I feel like every title fight I go to a CFFC, that 4th round's like, oh, something's happening here. And then we don't get to see it.
That last round makes a difference, man.
Yeah.
And
So,
then I even watched that fight a little bit. Greg, he almost beat him if it wasn't for the referee because he was pounding him out on the ground and he was covering up and everything. Man, I thought he had him out of there, but he got saved by the bell.
Yeah, Kyle's a dog too, man. But yeah, that was close, dude. That was a good fight. But Rob and Arius, if you're listening, come on, give us a 5th round in 2024.
That's what I said. Look,
that's what the people want.
You know, that's what I want as a fighter. Even if I was just watching as a fan, like, look, can we get a 5-round fight, please?
For real, man. But Don, I appreciate your time, brother. Before I get you out of here, I do want to give you the opportunity, as always. All the people watching on the scrap, we're very happy. We're going to get to see the logo on the shorts, and we're going to be supporting at Attitude. So for us, for all the fans, everybody watching, anything you'd like to say to everybody? If so, the mic is yours.
I would like to send a big shout out to my Lord and Savior for bringing me here today and waking me up every morning to pursue this dream as hard as I can possibly do it. And I would like to send a big shout out to you for having me here once again, because you always been my dog and been supportive and gave me a platform to express myself and be noticed and everything. And I really appreciate that. Shout out to my team, Genesis Jiu-Jitsu, for having me at the gym and being a part of the fold. Shout out to my sponsors, you, of course, my job, Benjamin Franklin in plumbing, and next door neighbor is Minuteman Heating and Air in Texas. Highlight Real Fitness. If anybody is looking for a personal trainer for boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, or general fitness, including meal plans, holla at your boy.
Do you travel to Pennsylvania?
And Sacred Hands Massage in Hot Springs, Arkansas. If you ever need a rub down and somewhere to relax and stuff like that, hit up Miss Tammy and she'll take care of you. Oven and Julie's Cleaning and More. If you're looking for a top-notch painter or carpenter, hit up my guys and lady, and they'll take care of everything that you need inside of your home. Canna River, they supply the finest CBD and salves or salve, however you say that, the little
salves.
rub or whatever.
Yeah, salves.
Yeah, they have the best salves and treats and stuff like that to relax your body. And shout out to Iridium Sports for hanging in there with me and staying down with me, even though I had a little rough patch, but it's over now. And we ain't thinking about that bull crap no more. Who else?
You got a lot of people supporting you. That's it?
Yeah, I think that's it. I think
you could go down the individual fan list if you want.
Shout out to Jake Noecker.
Hey, that's me. I'll take you. Shouted me out 3 times there, so I'm good with that. I got a shout out. You ready?
Go ahead.
Shout out Don Beard fighting September 16th, Attitude 28, co-main event, the highlight reel. Don, my man.
No. Oh, my bad.
Kick some ass, all right? Kick some ass, and we'll talk afterwards, bro.
Fucking right. And I thank you for having me, man.